Good evening, sir. This is Ansh Sadana, 18 BME 0642, and for the public speaking project, or rather assignment, I'll be reading this article, namely Beyond Iron Khan case, has India messed up its war on illegal drugs trade? Okay, so call it what you may like. With the Bombay High Court on Thursday said right what many believe was wrong by granting bail to the actor Shah Rukh Khan's son Aryan Khan in Mumbai's drug on cruise case. Another actor, Anman Kohli, was waiting for his bail plea to be heard by the same court. Reports said Arman Kohli's bail hearing was scheduled for October 27 before the Bombay High Court, but it could not be taken up due to the lack of time. On the other hand, Aryan Khan got bail on October 28 following 3 consecutive days of hearing by the Bombay High Court. Arman Kohli was arrested by the Narcotics Control Bureau (NCB) on August 29 following a raid at his residence in Mumbai. He had moved the Bombay High Court for bail after the Sessions Court detailed order rejecting his plea come out on October 21. Aryan Khan, taken into custody by the NCB on October 3, had moved the Bombay High Court a day before. In both the cases, the detained persons argued that the NCB did not have material to book them. The NCB on its part cited Panchnama or the witness statements to build its cases against the two persons with the Bollywood links. Last year, another actor, Riya Chakrabarti, was arrested by the NCB on drugs-related charges. She was released from the custody after 28 days. These cases have led to many to ask the question, has India messed up its fight against drugs? This is a valid question to ask. According to the World Drug Report 2021, India has become a major center of drugs consumption. The report said India was also linked to shipments of drugs sold on 19 major darknet markets analyzed between 2011 and 2020. It highlighted that prescription drugs and their ingredients were being diverted for recreational use in India, which proudly boasts of being the world's largest manufacturer of generic drugs. The World Drug Report seems to validate the findings of survey magnitude of the substance used in India conducted by All India Institute of Medical Sciences (AIIMS) in 2018. The report released in 2019 said around 5 crore Indians reported to have used cannabis or opioids. The question of messing up the fight against drugs is also valid as the agencies have not been able to find who is the biggest supplier of drugs in India. Drug suppliers are said to use the network of smugglers and traffickers, but if huge quantities of drugs are made coming to India, who are bringing them in the remain identified? Okay, so this is another topic in this same article. India trapped between drug crescent and triangle. Two of the biggest opium producing regions of India's western and eastern flanks. They are loosely referred to as drug crescent and drug triangle. For the beneficiaries, they are gold crescent and gold triangle. Pakistan, Afghanistan and Iraq from the crescent of area. The Taliban's success in Afghanistan as a terror group is largely attributed to drugs trade. Thailand, Myanmar, Vietnam and Laos are referred to as the part of drug-producing triangle. India is practically sandwiched between the crescent and the triangle of the drug producers. A large population and rising income levels make India a huge market for recreational drugs. Recently, contraband worth rupees 21,000 crore was seized for a port in Gujarat. The agencies are yet to trace those responsible for smuggling such a big consignment of heroin, almost 3,000 kg. Action in law. So India began its fight against drugs way back in 1980s to meet the obligation as a signatory to international conventions, including those of the United Nations. India enacted the Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act (NDPS) in 1985. Next year, the Narcotics Control Bureau (NCB) was established. Its mandate is to combat drug trafficking and use of illegal substances listed under the NDPS Act. It has been amended 3 times in 1989, 2001 and 2014 to make the fight against drugs more robust. Okay, so this is the action taken by government. On June 26, the International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking, Prime Minister Narendra Modi called for strengthening the fight against drugs, saying addiction is neither cool nor a style statement. Next month, during the monsoon session of Parliament, the Union Home Ministry, under which the NCP functions, told Parliament that India has signed 26 bilateral pacts with different countries for combating illicit trafficking of narcotic drugs and psychotropic substances beside chemical precursors, diverted ingredients for making substance. This is the definition of precursors. Earlier in 2016, the Union Home Ministry had set up the Narco Coordination Center, NCORD, mechanism for effective drug law enforcement. An e-portal SIMS, which is Seizure Information Management System, was launched in 2019 for digitization of pan-India drug seizure data under the NDPS Act. The National Fund for Control of the Drug Abuse was constituted to meet the expenses for fighting the drugs menace. The government devised a policy to conduct the National Drug Abuse Survey to know the state of drug abuse status. A Nasha Mukt Bharat, Drug Free India campaign was also launched. Okay, that's it, sir. Thank you very much.